Gilmore Girls and happy accidents. Hey Val, question for you. In A Year in the Life, when they are at the cemetery for Richard's funeral, a leaf falls on the casket and Emily picks it up. Was that written into the script, or was that a happy accident? There are no happy accidents in Gilmore Girls. Everything was in the script. Hi, I'm Valerie Campbell. I was the key set costumer on Gilmore Girls. And let me explain this to you one way. The leaves on the trees don't magically fall perfectly and precisely in a specific spot, especially not take after take after take, which is what would have had to have happened for us to be able to film that the way that the scene was written. I don't even need to look at the script to tell you that that was absolutely in the script, and if you don't believe me, we're going to find a call sheet. How do I know that it was in the script? Because it was my job to read the script. I was the costume supervisor on A Year in Life, and I read literally every single version of those scripts that they issued to us. Also, we're in California, and we don't have those kind of trees. They have to wire the leaves in the trees. They got a guy that is releasing the leaves so that they land exactly where they need to be. Also, it's on the call sheet. Check this out. Props. Winter. Scene 34. Leaf. Whenever we would read a script on Gilmore Girls, the words would lift off the page and create a very vibrant image. Now, each department is looking at the script for different things. I'd be looking at it for people entering or exiting, because I'd be like, I wonder if they're going to need a coat or a purse. But other departments will be looking at it for other things. Sometimes it is very explicitly written in the script that there is something going on, like a leaf falling or a snowflake falling. If you know, you know. Let me know in the comments what your favorite screen direction was. This is something that no one was talking about, but it was an action that happened on screen that you saw. There are definitely a few that come to mind. One of the magical things about Gilmore Girls is it was very visual. And when you got a script or even an outline, you could look at it and you can tell exactly what was going to happen in the script. Another cool thing about the script is Amy knew how to write for those characters. You could literally read the lines on the page and know exactly how they were going to be delivering them. I would break down the scripts for the costume elements, create a budget, that kind of thing. And I remember one time I was in the office for A Year in the Life when we had just gotten the first episode, Winter. And I'm reading it and I just start crying because Lorelai entered the Gilmore mansion and she is confronted with the giant portrait of Ed. I mean, I say Ed, but for us, reading that, it was like saying goodbye to Ed. And it was kind of full circle going on to set and seeing the portrait in the mansion. I gotta say, I don't think there was a dry eye in the house, especially for the people that had been on the show. Like, we had a lot of crew that didn't work on the original. They didn't have a connection to this moment. But for those of us that had been on the show, it was like,